Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. We are obviously going to do the part 3 reaction today of The Man in the Suit, but I just wanted to give a little message for the beginning of this video. So we have very exciting news. The creator of The Man in the Suit annoyingly did survive. He did not commit the suicide. He put himself into a mental hospital to get better, and he was released a few days ago. Now, if you saw his post or my post, you should know already. This could be the finale of the reactions, unless Annoyingly wants to continue the series, of course. Would be greatly appreciated, but, you know, he needs to focus on his health, make sure he's okay, and he can be, alright to make more content, because the last thing he had made was a Valentine's Day analog horror about a month ago. So today we're going to finish up the reactions of The Man in the Suit. We have 3 videos left, and it was going to be 2 videos this episode, but last episode I had made a mistake. It was going to be a 40-minute episode last video, and I realized that there were only 2 episodes left, and they were actually kind of short. So I had cut one of the episodes out, or well, the last video I had put into that video, I cut it out, and it will now be put into this one. So you're going to see that starting with this video. But yes, Annoyingly it's alive. Thank God he is. I hope he is better. And Annoyingly, if you are watching this, you made amazing content. I hope you can keep it up, but focus on your health. Think of the positives. Think of the people that are here to support you, because we love you, man. We love the content you make. We love how much of the work you put into the Godzilla community. Fuck all the haters, you know. But yeah, without further ado, let's start part 3 of our Godzilla Man in the Suit reaction by Annoyingly. Alright, so here we are. We're gonna react to the Masora suit incident, which is Mothra in Godzilla context. Cool. Okay, we have 3 episodes left. We have this one and then 2 others. Last time we left off, we had just found out that Godzilla is rampaging around the streets, and he is vomiting his own blood, just like Shin Godzilla from that movie. And oh my god, and the Anguirus suit actor is just not wanting to deal with this crap anymore. They are just forcing him to do all this, and it's very, very upsetting. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna just undo my hair real quick. Gotta put the hat on. I am so sorry. There we go. But yeah, so we're just gonna delve right into the Mothra suit incident, and yeah, we're gonna finish this reaction, and got a couple more videos planned if you saw my community post. But let's start off with the Mothra suit incident. Let's turn this. One of the older Godzilla films, just like the Godzilla vs. Mothra film. A little bit of red and black though. The amount of work Annoyingly put this in at such a young age, like such great stuff. Such great stuff. The spy I had befriended had told me what happened during the time the man in the suit. The man in the suit had escaped. He had told me that something went wrong. He said this has happened because of what conditions the man in the suit was in. He was lathered with some paste that made him look different and a bit shiny. He also wore glossy type of contacts so they could hide the bloodshot eyes. He was forced to withstand high winds, so they were kind of torturing him. He was dragged around, again, torturing him. But he did deserve it, in my opinion. He was treated like a circus animal. Yeah. During production, instead of the man in a suit fighting another man in a monster suit, it'd be replaced by a puppet. Yep, the Mothra puppet they decided to use. The man in the suit saw Masora the puppet moth as a living being. He thought someone was inside the puppet because of how lifelike it acted. Yeah. He's so blind by creating a army than just thinking, actually, so. Toho thought that this was a very smart tactic until they realized they had a problem. Someone needed to be in one of the larvae suits. Yeah, not good. One female actor thought it was a good idea because of how much security they had, so agreed to be one of the shots being inside the larva suit. It was originally her first day on the job and invited her parents to see her act. Her parents didn't care about the character she was in the movie, they were happy that she was even included in production. Sadly, the amount of security isn't going to help her out of the trap she put herself in. Oh, and I already know what's gonna happen. I've seen this a couple times. In one of the scenes they were filming, the man in the suit snapped. Going after the Masora puppet, biting onto it after realizing that the moth was a puppet, he would go ballistic and charge after the woman in the suit. This is what it looked like. Sorry. And right here we get like a little animation. This is creativity at its work. The man in the suit charges forward against the other suit, unknowingly actually doing good with this. The large suit had plenty of headroom for her to duck down, but that won't stop the man from going deeper. While her head gets bitten, her parents see everything. They tried to intervene. Yeah, that didn't go so well. They were both mauled to death by the man in the suit. After mauling them, the man in the suit would immediately try and protect the larvae suit, but the production crew were ready this time. With tasers, they stunned him away from the larvae suit. In some fit of rage, he barges through security and escapes. There was a team that was quickly dispatched to catch the man in the suit. 4 men were tasked to stay with the larvae suit, wanting to try and get her out of the suit. The spy was in the team to get the man in the suit. It took an hour to find him. Not a lot of time. At least it didn't take a day. They saw him looking around the forest as if he was just wandering around and looking at nature. As if he was calm. The calmness broke as it saw the people trying to capture it. The man in the suit was surrounded. Then it would start to shake violently. He twitched as a sudden sound, as if he was vibrating. Yeah, he's mutating now. I mentioned this. Yeah, he is vomiting his own blood. Boiling liquid is his own blood. This is just like Shin Godzilla. This is his mutating stage once again. He is turning into Shin Godzilla. And ooh, it's not good. Remember, he took radiation and fused with the suit, so it's gonna have a lot of side effects. Mutation, amounts growth, bloodshot eyes, vomiting. It was probably the last resort. Sorry, it was probably the last resort the creature had, but somehow they had hold of the beast and took it back. My English today. The spy took a picture of what was left. A big puddle of red, boiling blood. They left quickly to go put the man's suit into a secure place. They feared the worst coming back. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? The larvae suit. This is what they expected. Just like to end up like Anguirus and Godzilla. But it's worse. Since it's a larvae of Mothra, and a person was inside the suit and it got mixed with Godzilla's radiation, it turned into this. We officially have Mothra growing in a cocoon. Inside the warehouse. So we have Anguirus, Godzilla, and Mothra. But we're gonna go back and we're gonna look at the thing. So we're gonna see what this says because we have been doing this for all videos. We're gonna translate. I've been reborn. That's Godzilla talking about his mutation. And that's it for that. So now we are gonna go into the next one. which is 7 Updates 1964. I've gotten several updates on what had happened after the Masura incident. 7 important things happened during that. Sorry if... The spy had passed by the room where a Toho executive and a government figure were talking. They were talking about the current state of the matter, on the matter. Talking about the cocoon, the current state Gojira was in, the news, etc. Oh yeah, we're getting deep into it. The most important detail I got from that was that I finally knew who was helping them along with hiding this. Secondly was the cocoon. The cocoon, or chrysalis, was forming in one of the warehouses that store the props for the film making. They got people to try and take it off, but when touching the cocoon, it sprayed an orange gas that flooded the room, presumably being something radioactive or poisonous. Makes sense. Thankfully, no one got hurt. They evacuated the warehouse. Instead of removing it, they want to keep it. Studying purposes? I'm very intrigued about this whole situation. They are doing stupid little mistakes that ruin other people's lives. Thirdly, scientists or specialists arrive on the scene where the man in the suit released his blood, expecting the same puddle from before, but they were met with this. Ooh, okay. Little update on things that currently are happening. The puddle, the secrets. It is smoking, or steaming, I would say. It had gotten so bad that they needed people in hazmat suits so they can come closer to the puddle. As they looked at the puddle, they realized they needed to shut down the area. Makes sense. They were too afraid to touch that substance, so they closed down the area. Fourthly, someone at the scene of the puddle said they could have seen an eyeball in the foaming puddle. They weren't too sure to believe their claims, thinking it could have been a hoax. And that's a little bit curious. They weren't taking any chances looking closer if they could find the eye in the puddle. I mean, yeah, this thing is bubbling, smoking, steaming, everything. You can get hurt by this probably. They weren't successful for finding the eye in the puddle. The area around it was shut down. Fifthly, I found out that they were going to make another movie despite what is going on. Why wouldn't they? Sixth, I've gotten mail from one of my daughters. Okay. Me. Yes.
He brought you something.
Sorry about that. Me, mommy, you, camera. We miss you, daddy. Yeah. Dear Blink, I have been worried about you. Sorry, I cannot really read that. I'm not good with cursing. It was supposed to be one movie. Are you making more? Are you okay? What's going on? I think that's what it says. So yeah, a lot of stuff's happening. I miss them. Yeah. He blocked out the names so he wouldn't be revealed. I'm stuck here, only here to show what happened. Yeah, well, at least you're getting the truth out there. I want to go home, but I can't. Last thing I got updated on was getting a concept art for what the new monster would look like. This time, I'm going to try and intervene. I can't let this happen, not for a third time. What you got? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to intervene? King Ghidorah, the three-headed dragon. Ho ho ho! Okay, so sorry. That is 7 updates. We're gonna see if there's anything in the description. Okay. We have a little bit to read here. This is what I heard from the conversation. Oh, this is the spy. We already made our deal. Whenever it bit onto the Angiers actor, yeah, but we as a company don't want this anymore. Too late. It was your fault. You made the second movie, then the one after that. I get it. But why even keep it alive? Why do we have to keep it? That is classified information. But why must we keep it? If we took it and someone sees the abomination, both of us are going to fall. But if you do it, we will be in your favor. We don't want to scare the public. Interesting. Besides, the deal was that we keep quiet if you supply us enough yen from your Kaijira movies. What I'm confused about is whenever you took him to do audio tests on him in 56, there was a tape that was misplaced with a speech that angered him. It was some sort of misput. You are positive? Yes. Why must you make our company associated with it, like the logo and everything? Didn't I tell you that answer? I apologize. Forgiven. You just wanted to inform you that we have a script in the works about a movie with a three-headed monster. And if you have another incident, don't worry, this costume will be fitted with some puppeteering, thicker skin made of a material that he can't chomp on. We will be good. Good, and if another incident happens, you will be stuck to make another suit for Gojira. Hire a new suit actor, make sure that suit is sanitized and clean. And what would you do with the man in the suit? That's classified information. So this is the conversation that the spy had gotten from the government agent and the Toho producer. So that is very interesting. And we have one more episode to look at. Ghidorah suit incident in 1964.
Nothing the screen has ever shown before can surpass the thrills of Ghidra, a three-headed monster.
Ghidorah.
An atomic
Toho decided to be more careful and cautious during filming this next film. Their next film. Their plan was to make a semi-puppet, semi-suit. Their reasoning for this is to possibly confuse the man in the suit. Makes sense. Toho has been testing with new materials. Materials that would be resistant to heavy damage. These materials consisted of blank, blank, and blank. Mysterious. The lower body would have this toughened material. The head and neck, however, were made for puppeteering, meaning they wouldn't be made of this material. Most other kaiju that were in the film were puppets learning from their mistakes from the last time. The larva from Soren, you get it. This time, I will intervene. With a goddamn shotgun, baby. He is strapped and might do some damage to Godzilla. I know it sounds risky to go into a workplace with a shotgun, but this thing needs to be put down once and for all. If the government won't do it, a cameraman has to. His appearance changes, I'm not sure how. It might be Toho's doing. It's the amount of radiation he has taken. Toho's team were incredibly confident about this plan. However, their confidence was put to a test. They only had one last thing to film. The man in the suit was behaving properly because of heavy security. A little bit weird. The man in the suit couldn't possibly take a bite out of the suit actor because of the toughened material. However, they have forgotten about one thing. According to how it was built, the neck and head were most vulnerable parts. The neck and head were supported by the suit actor's arms and hands. There was a contraption that makes it so the suit actor would pull on a lever to open the mouth for Ghidorah. In one of the last shots, the man in the suit would just stay there, not moving. He's figuring something out. Then he would start to shake violently. His blood's about to come out. The team on the set tried to do something, but the suit actor for Ghidorah got too close. Of course he fucking did. Dumbass. The man in the suit would bite onto the head of Ghidorah. That is gruesome as hell. The man in the suit would puke the same red boiling substance from before in the Ghidorah suit's head. The acidic substance ran through the suit actor's arms and thus supported the neck. That ain't good. His hands are about to fuse with the Ghidorah suit. This was when I started to enter the studio. However, some of the workers were confused. How so? They might be confused about me bringing a guitar case, the shotgun I brought being inside of it. That's actually a good plan. Kind of like Terminator style. They stopped me and asked me a question. Where have you been? What does that mean? I was fired. I asked, wasn't I fired? And here's where we learn the truth. You were never, they replied. He was never fired. Godzilla had written a fake letter saying he got fired. Oh. As I barged through, ignoring their comment, I realized that the set they were in had a power box in the room. He must have noticed me because after puking the spilled blood in the head of the Ghidorah suit, he faced the power box. It happened so fast. He turned around, turned off the power box because you are there, and he's gonna start chasing your ass. And I'm right, he's running. This the best part of this entire series. A whole chase in fucking real life of Godzilla and this cameraman as he roars down the halls. And he got him. He blew his fucking head off. Or did he? He is regenerating. He is not dead. It ain't gonna be that easy. He is still alive and regenerating. But we have a little bit more to see. And we don't know what the fuck this is. Nobody knows what this is right here. I don't think it's been confirmed. There's also a little part here that moves. It could be a part of Godzilla. And then, right here, the last shot in this series is King Ghidorah. As I think it is. King Ghidorah, Godzilla, Anguirus, Mothra, King Ghidorah, all alive and real. This was The Man in the Suit by the amazing person Unknowingly. I hope you guys enjoyed this little series I have done. I love this series so much. I love The Man in the Suit. I want it to continue. I want it to be finished. And this last episode proved it can be finished. So unknowingly, if you are listening, please finish this series. I would love to react to the last episodes you have cooking for this if you are making them. But also get better. You need your health. You need your strength. We love you, man. Stay strong. But yes, this was The Man in the Suit. I hope you enjoyed this little series that I did. We are going to come back with another little series that is going to be 2 parts. Based off Winter of '83, another little analog horror movie. And then I'm gonna have a Fortnite video coming out soon, also. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye.